It's rolling forward. Zimbabwe. Possession under the clip.
We keep it running, we are the Sables. We stay ready, ready and able. Ready to run down, ready to touch down.
I remember as a young 10-year-old writing a letter to my mother saying to her that one day I'm going to qualify, play in a World Cup, and I'm going to make you proud. And to this day, I still have that letter. She gave me that letter the night before the final. My name is Kyros Hilton Davis Mbariki. I am Zimbabwean. I represent the Zimbabwe Sables, and I'm the current captain. My first cap was November 2013, currently on 56. I played my 50th last year. It was awesome to reach that achievement, and for me to sit here and say I've played over 50 times for my country is absolutely amazing. I must give credit to Coach Pete, someone who I know that I could go up to, someone who's very honest with me in terms of what I need to improve on as a player, what I need to improve on in my leadership, but someone that I can go and speak to, and he's open and honest with me, almost a shoulder to lean on. Definitely gone through some tough times against Namibia. We came up against them a number of times and fell short, sometimes in a record-breaking loss, sometimes miss out by a couple of points, but also helping Zimbabwe qualify for the World Cup. The first one, and probably the most important one, is to make my mother proud. She's my biggest supporter. She's been there for me right the way through. And then the second one, to just make a difference in this country. We go through so much in this country, but if I can inspire and encourage a boy or a girl to take the road that I took, might not necessarily have been an easy one, but the opportunity to represent your country, to do what you love, inspire people, and that's something that definitely, something that I want to do as a player and want to be remembered for.
Certainly we had that belief, and we needed to go out and be good. Execute what we set out to do. Unfortunately, again, that panned out. I was appointed, so I think at that point it was just about, getting a group together. We had a lot of belief that something could be done and achieved. We managed to get a team of coaches together, a team of players together to buy into a vision and execute it. So it's nice to come up with plans, but then when they work out, it's very special. This year we knew we had a shot, obviously. We're doing it for, a bigger purpose. In Zimbabwe, it's certainly the case. A lot of people are struggling, and it's good to give them positive things to really attach themselves to. There's a common thread of resilience throughout all the people, and that's certainly something that you need on a rugby field. Getting everybody on the same page, in that sense was important. Unfortunately, we've got enough of that all over the country. Our country's been through a lot. I think it's very important that we show them a positive side of our country. It exists inside us, and we can be the best. I'm very fortunate to have the people behind me that are there, and I think we've taken a nice step, just in terms of putting rugby in a good light in our country, and now it's for us to go and represent the continent well. We're super proud that South Africa are the champions, and we need to follow up and be another proud nation of Africa at the World Cup.
A huge factor of why I'm still playing rugby is due to my late brother, Nick. He passed away in 2013. And the only reason I'm playing rugby is because he was my older brother, and I watched him play throughout the junior levels for Zimbabwe, and I always thought to myself, look, I want to represent my nation like my brother. So after he passed away, I didn't carry on playing. I always had aspirations to play for Zimbabwe. I recall back to come to Zimbabwe. I was in the UK at Harbury for my studies, and I was playing rugby there as well. And Cassette was the one that called me and said, "Bunny, look, if if you got any aspirations of playing for Zimbabwe Sables, come back now. This is the time to be here to put your name on the coach's radar. I came back from the UK. I was playing a little bit of sevens. After we didn't qualify, the next year it was like a nightmare. Yeah, we didn't qualify. All of the sponsors then backed out, so there was no money, and Coach Pete took over, and yeah, everything changed. He got the Sables Trust was moved around. We then had Lindsay Earle who came on board, and she's just amazing. The amount of stuff that she's brought to the table, it's a wow factor. It's like the Sables were actually put back into 2019 into that same environment, that same professional setup. It's been a crazy ride for me. We started off very professional, then down to the dungeons, and now back up to pretty much how we started, which is amazing.
I just decided, okay, let's give it a shot, and here we are.
Chance here now to carry the ball forward. Good play from Matthews. Tries to take the ball on once again. Rolling forward. Steaming their way through. Good side. Mashawi makes it a try. And the celebrations get underway. Honest from Harare to Bulawayo.
Motivation really is my family. Obviously, having little ones who look up to me. Proud partner. My wife that supports me. Being the person that I am, I just feel like there is more that I can do through sport. So waking up every day means I have to be at my best for every next game that I have to play. I cannot have an excuse. Otherwise, I'm going to let everyone around me and who obviously looks up to me to say, if I don't tick my box, that means someone else is going to be let down. What brought me back really was Pete. He's such a nice coach, a wonderful human being. In the year of my retirement, we were sort of still talking even before he started talking to me, just, in general. But he then, said a few stuff that I thought maybe, who knows, maybe I could give it another shot, and see what happens. And really, Pete and my family, they said they miss seeing me on the field and obviously being myself or enjoying myself when I'm out there. I just decided, okay, let's give it a shot, and here we are.
It was more nerves than anything, and just knowing that, okay, we're gonna meet Namibia in the final. That was something I already kind of knew, and everything else was mentally difficult. Having to prepare yourself to say, okay, we can possibly go to the World Cup. My name is Kyros Freyingwa, aka Gushi, Cholakan some obviously. I had born, raised. The Malvin corner now, my family is there. I went into the Sables 16, 17 So yeah, I've been on. I was just happy to be in the colors, man. Just running around like headless chicken, just throwing my body on the line and just being happy to wear the green and white. When you go back as champions now, it's a bit different because you have expectation. You have nothing less than winning the trophy is expected from you. So you are the target now, so it's a bit different, but we had a job to do, and having been through a couple of qualifiers weeks, we're falling short, so we didn't know what to expect. We just didn't want to repeat of the previous years. Deep down in you are still haunted by those monsters where you say you've always fallen short. So you think this can be a repeat of that. And then we saw blue and I couldn't even remember, I couldn't even walk. You see the video, I'm limping and I'm still trying to run at the same time. It was amazing. And to just see that banner written qualified for 2027 was just, I don't even know what to say.
The Sables were outcasts. No one cared about the Sables. So it was a bit of a sorry start. We were sort of getting by, trying to get resources. But the main thing was the main thing. We wanted the guys to train. We got together, we trained them. And then from then on, the journey kind of continued. I kept on working with him, and about 18 months down the line, we've qualified for the World Cup. After that, that's when I thought, okay, this is a special team, and I think I want to do something special. I'm Rikisho Ngende, assistant coach of the Sables, working in the school system in Zimbabwe. I'm the director of rugby at St. George's College, and I head up their marketing department as well. So I met Peter Benardi 2018, which I was coaching Knightsburg College first side. He was a coach at Rondebosch for his eye. And we met at a rugby festival in Joburg, St. Stephen's. From then on, we kept in touch, we kept on talking. And I remember chatting to him at Old George's the one time. He was telling me that, he's probably going to get the Sables job. Fast forward, he got the job. And then he said, yeah, why don't you come in and work with me locally? Always my first sojourn with men's 15s. I hadn't coached men's 15s at that stage. I was just with the 7th side. But I started to get to know other guys for the first time. One thing though about a Zimbabwe rugby player, they are all the same. They're all clowns, they all laugh to have a good time, they're all good human beings. And I think that's what makes our team tick. So my expectation from this team is to make history beyond just the World Cup, to change the trajectory of Zim rugby, to change how the little 13-year-old or 12-year-old or 5-year-old views rugby. Can rugby actually be a career? Can it be a lifeline? Can it change your life? It absolutely can. And I think this group of players can do that. And for me, that's where my ambition lies, that in the next sort of 5 to 10 years, we attain that sort of that status of as an emerging rugby nation. Well, no matter what happens in 27, I'm gonna say in 2022, did you imagine yourself being in Australia with the best rugby nations in the world? So whatever happens, it's still a big achievement, and I should be happy and proud of myself.